Hi, I'm Erica, and I'm an opera singer.
I'm Lewis, and I'm a conductor.
We're married.
And this is our life in between downbeats. Today, we're going to be talking about our children and exposing them to music, classical music, and all types of music.
I think this is a very controversial topic. I think everybody is going to approach this a little bit differently. Very conveniently, Lewis and I kind of had a very similar outlook on how to approach this. And it was a very, I would say, pretty hands-off approach in that we want to expose our children to classical music, and we certainly want them to practice piano and maybe other instruments if they're interested, and to have that kind of foundation of reading music and being involved with music. But we also really don't want to be super pushy with the classical music.
We don't?
Surprise. I have no, stage mom dreams of
no, yeah, absolutely not. But I mean, yeah, but in terms of like listening to it, so being a first time father, I was freaking out. So one of the things I was fixating on was what would the first thing Ava hears be? I thought, well, has to be Mozart. And I chose the second movement of his last piano concerto, which I think is so simple and beautiful. Erica's birthing experience was not the easiest. She had preeclampsia. They had to whisk Ava away to the ICU. So I went with Ava, and poor Erica was by herself. I guess the silver lining of that, it was the perfect opportunity for me to play that for Ava. And even though she was minutes old, she didn't cry for the whole 8-9 minutes of the movement. So that's a very special memory. Ava has a good ear, but I think so far it looks like Louis likes classical music a little more than Ava.
Yeah, Louis is really interested in playing the piano. But lately, I will say, even though Ava is later to singing than Louis is actually, she now kind of makes up little songs about everything. She sings all the time.
Mostly about the planets and all of her.
Yeah,
all of her scientific stuff that we don't have no clue what to do about.
We really want to take that initial curiosity and kind of just go with it and not try to, as much as we possibly can, not try to force them into something that they don't want to do. But I am really, really serious about them having at least a musical foundation. I think being able to read music is really important. I think being able to play the piano, I think that's just beneficial for being a well-rounded person and musician, should they choose to. When I was pregnant with Ava, I sang almost exclusively Mozart. And then with Louis, I was saying almost exclusively Strauss, Zemlinsky. It was all kind of this, later romantic repertoire. So I'll be very curious to see if that has anything to do with anything.